This video is going to show you how you can best use the dashboard on both Fixflo Essential and Fixflo Professional. The dashboard is a key feature on Fixflo and it can help you to manage and track your jobs on a day-to-day basis. The dashboard is the first thing you see when you log into Fixflo, and it provides you with full visibility of everything going on your Fixflo site. Each agent will have access to their own dashboard, and they will initially start off with the default dashboard. This has been carefully thought out by the team here, and this video will explain to you how you can use this dashboard for everyday working, how you can reset your panels to the default dashboard, as well as customize your own personal dashboard. The default dashboard is made up of 8 panels, and you can easily add more by clicking on Add Panel, which sits on the bottom left-hand corner of your dashboard. When you are starting out on Fixflo, it is recommended that you keep your panels minimal and build your dashboard out as you begin to better understand these and how they work. By clicking on Add Panel, you will see this Select a Panel pop up. When you have a moment, it is advisable to scroll through all of the panels available to you to give you a better understanding of the options. We have segmented the panels for you here on the left-hand side of the pop-up, allowing you to easily find the specific one which you are looking for. For example, if you wanted to see all of the panels which would allow you to track planned maintenance, you can do so here. There is also a search bar at the top of the pop-up. If you would like to reset all of your panels to the default dashboard, you can easily do this by clicking on the Reset All Panels to Default button on the bottom left-hand corner of the pop-up. A new panel is selected by clicking on the row of the panel that you would like to add to your dashboard, so that this box is selected. The layout is shown in the middle column. So for example here we can see a bar chart, underneath we have a pie chart, and further down we have text, so this will show a list of issues. On the right hand side you can see a panel title and a short description sits just underneath. Once you are happy with your choice of panel, you will need to click on Add Selected, which sits on the bottom right hand corner of the pop-up. Now you will see that this has been added to your dashboard for you. You can move a panel from one location to another by picking it up and moving it. When you pick a panel up, you must hover over the panel and pick it up from where you can see these 4 arrows pointing away from each other. This will allow you to organise your panels in the way that you would like them to be arranged. You can also resize your dashboard panels. To do this, you will need to use the bottom right-hand corner of each panel. So, for example, you can make them small or large, perhaps depending on their importance, or wanting to have some panels stand out to you more. This is particularly useful for the bubble panels, if you wanted these to take up less space on your dashboard. Now I am going to explain how to best use the default dashboard on a day-to-day basis. Please remember that with both Fixflo Essential and Fixflo Professional, you can manage end-to-end management of a reported issue. In saying that, each issue will be progressed using the Fixflo workflows, and the issue will go through several different issue statuses until that issue is completed and can be closed. For reactive issues, the first issue status will always be reported. In the top left-hand corner of your dashboard, you can see the panel Reported Issues to Do. This is part of your default dashboard and it is considered your first to-do list. Reported Issues to Do is showing you all of your issues which are at the issue status Reported, with a reminder date which is in the past. To better explain this, let's go into an issue. Before we do so, please note that Reported Issues, which is the new panel which we've just added, is not part of your default dashboard. Both Reported Issues and Reported Issues to Do have the same number of issues in them for now. But it is important to note that Reported Issues does not take into account the reminder date. So to better explain this, I'm going to click on Reported Issues to Do, my first to-do list, and click into one of the issues from this list. This will take me into the Next Steps tab, and this is where the issue gets resolved. The issue status sits on the top left-hand corner of the issue. Here you can see it says Reported. The reminder date sits underneath the tabs at the top of the issue, and this is currently in the past. The reminder date on a reported issue will always be the time and date when the issue was reported. This can be manually amended, and if it has been, this will show on the Audit tab. You can see that the reminder date is in the past as the bubble on the right-hand side of the time and date is red. This is notifying us that this is now in the past. The bubble will display green when the reminder date is in the future. The number in the bubble represents how many days in the past or future the reminder date is. If you have a non-urgent issue, then you can always manually update the reminder date to a date in the near future. By clicking on the time and date, you can see this Issue Reminder Date, Place Issue on Hold pop-up. Here you can easily use the buttons at the top of the pop-up to move this reminder date to the future, or alternatively you can use the calendar drop-down below. You can amend the time too. You have the option to place the issue on hold if you would like to. On-hold issues can be tracked on your dashboard. Once the reminder date has been updated, you can clearly see this here. The red bubble has now turned green, and the number has also updated for you. Please note that you can see the issue status has not changed from reported, as we have not used any of the workflows to start progressing this issue. You can use the Comments tab to send a message onto the occupier to keep them in the loop if you would like. If I now click back onto my dashboard, you will see that Reported Issues to Do has decreased by one issue. This is due to the fact that the reminder date has been put in the future. When that reminder date comes back around, the issue will come back into this panel, as it will then be a reported issue with a reminder date of the past, so it's impossible to lose track of this issue. Your second to-do list on your dashboard should be your Issues Requiring Attention. This panel sits on the right-hand side of Reported Issues to Do. Your issues requiring attention are your issues which naturally sit with you as your task to do. Certain issue statuses naturally sit with the agent to take the next step and progress the issue. Examples would include reported, awaiting instruction, request for quotes ended, and job completed ready for closure, just to name a few. All issues at these issue statuses will sit at your task to do, and this is displayed clearly within the Next Steps tab of the issue. If you amend the reminder date of any of these issues which naturally lie with you, the issues will not appear in your Issues Requiring Attention until that time and date comes around. Also included in this panel are any issues which do not lie with you as the task to do. However, the reminder date has now come around and it's back in your Issues Requiring Attention. This is helpful to ensure that no issues fall through the cracks. An example here would be an issue which you have instructed to a contractor. The issue status would then be Job Awarded Awaiting Appointment Date, and this would not be one of your tasks to do as it would lie with the contractor. The reminder date will automatically update as you instruct it to them. For example, it may update to 3 days' time. If after those 3 days the contractor has not progressed the issue via Fixflo using those workflows, then the reminder date will come back around and the job will be back in your Issues Requiring Attention. You could then either manually chase the contractor using the Comments tab, or perhaps reach out with a phone call. It is recommended that you add a private note on the Comments tab if you decide to call them, so that this is then logged within the issue itself. Alternatively, you can go into the issue and click on the profile of the party you are waiting for, in this example the contractor, and click on Send Summary Email. This will send the contractor an email regarding the issue, reminding them that they need to resolve this. If you click on Send Summary Email or send a comment via the Comments tab, this will be logged on the Audit tab of the issue. Please remember that contractors and landlords will be sent reminder emails, and these by default are scheduled to go out at 8 AM every weekday. This can be amended on a per contractor or landlord basis within the system, and contractors can amend their notifications within the desktop version of their system. Issues requiring attention should be your second to-do list to ensure that nothing slips through the cracks and keep you on top of all your issues, whether they are with you or not. Open Issues is another panel on the default dashboard. This shows you the total number of issues which are open on your Fixflo site. This is good to keep sight of, so it's included on the dashboard. Issues requiring attention by status shows you a breakdown of all of your issues which are requiring attention by different issue statuses. This shows a breakdown of hard numbers, and you can hover over each colour and number to view the status. The statuses on this panel start in the top left-hand corner as Reported and work left to right in a logical workflow order, all the way down to Job Completed, Ready for Closure. Depending on the nature of the issue, each issue will be progressed using a different workflow. You can click into each issue status and find a list of these jobs and continue to resolve them here. This panel can also be viewed as a bar chart or a pie chart if you would prefer to view them these ways. To change this, you would need to add a new panel with the correct layout. Comments are a key feature on Fixflo, as this allows you to communicate with all parties on an issue, send messages to other agents, and add private notes which can only be viewed by agents. If you receive a comment, then you will receive an email notification, but you can also keep an eye on all comments which have come through using the Comments Recently Received panel. This is part of the default dashboard. This is viewed as a list, but you can scroll through the list using the scroll bar on the right-hand side of the panel. You can see how many days ago the comment was sent and click directly into it. This will take you to the Comments tab of the issue. It is vital to keep on top of comments, as another party may want you to look into something or action something. Recently progressed issues also appear as part of the default dashboard. These are jobs that you have recently been progressing, and this panel can be helpful as you can easily jump into an issue that you've been dealing with straight from the dashboard without having to search for it. You can see the reminder date on the right-hand side of the panel. Quotes submitted and jobs awaiting invoice are often used as part of the workflows on Fixflo, and therefore they have also been included. Many agencies find that they would like to track these and would like to be able to easily access these lists. On the right-hand side of the Quotes Submitted panel, you will be able to see how long ago the quote was submitted, and on the right-hand side of Jobs Awaiting Invoice, you can see the job completion date. This information is there to provide you with more visibility from the dashboard without having to click into each and every issue. If you find that there is a panel which is not useful and you would like to remove it from your dashboard, then you can easily do this by hovering over the panel, clicking on the cog and selecting Delete. An Are You Sure box will appear, and by clicking Confirm, the panel will be removed. Each panel can be filtered out to show whose issues you are viewing, and if you are using Fixflo Professional, which issues you are viewing. The filters sit on the top right-hand corner of each panel. You can see 3 symbols, 3 people, a globe, and 3 dots. Whenever you add a new panel to your dashboard, these will be the default filters which are set, but they can easily be amended. The 3 people highlight whose issues you are viewing. This represents everyone's issues. To amend this or view your options, simply hover over the panel and click on the 3 people. You can see a drop-down where you can amend this to My Properties, My Including Unassigned, or My Only. If you have teams set up on your Fixflo site, then you will be able to view a team's issues on a per panel basis. In this example, you can see a number of teams appear on this drop-down. You can easily select one of the other options to change this, and as you see, the symbol will then change and sit on the top right-hand corner of the panel. If you are using Fixflo Professional, then you will also see the globe symbol next to the people. The globe represents that this panel is showing you both your reactive and planned issues. This can be broken down to view just your reactive issues or planned works on a per panel basis. Reactive jobs are those which occupiers have reported, or perhaps you've reported them on their behalf. For example, broken boilers, broken toilets, or broken tiles. Planned works includes EPCs, gas safety certificates, gardening services, and window cleaning. These are recurring issues which you can set up using the Planned Maintenance tool, which sits on your left-hand menu sidebar. This feature allows you to set up these recurring events, helping you to keep compliant. If you do not have access to this, then you will be on our Fixflo Essential package. Please get in touch with our team if you would like to know more about this or potentially upgrade your account to Fixflo Professional. I hope that this video has helped you to better understand the dashboard, how to customize it, and how to use the default dashboard on a day-to-day basis. When used correctly, it can help you to track your jobs and stay on top of your work. As always, if you have any questions at all, please click on Need Help, where you can access our articles, videos, and also contact us here. Thanks for watching.